Hey everyone, Sky Jones here with the Blanca Commercial Real Estate Tenant Rep team, and I'm here to provide you with a quick high-level overview on the Broward office market. So, starting with supply, we've seen vacancy tick up to about 16.9%, which is up slightly from last quarter, and this is primarily due to the lack of leasing activity and overall demand that Fort Lauderdale has seen as a region this past quarter. Looking in the future, there's hardly any new supply coming online, but the one project that is generating a ton of attention and is actually pre-leasing right now is T3 Fat Village. It's going to be the first mass timber office product in the market and will be one of the very few across all of South Florida Class A options available before 2027. We expect this to fill up incredibly fast. There's only about 180,000 square feet. So once it's gone, they're going to be long-term leases. So it's going to be gone for quite some time. Meanwhile, top tier product like downtown Fort Lauderdale and the Class A subset specifically remain still somewhat tight, with vacancy holding at about 13.3%, which is more or less the same what it had been over this past quarter. Now, moving on to demand. Demand remains somewhat tempered, if you will. Leasing activity is about 260,000 square feet, which is about half of what the 5-year historical average is on a quarterly basis. And then net absorption came in with negative 57,000 square feet due to some tenants relocating out of the market, downsizing, giving back space, etc. And still, overall, we find that flight to quality is driving the activity that we are seeing. Most of the vacancy is concentrated in older legacy buildings, if you will, that were built before the year 2000. So tenants are ultimately choosing upgraded, built out space, even if it means relocating and having to pay a premium for it. But again, due to the fact that Fort Lauderdale hasn't provided a lot of options for quality spaces as such, that that contributes to the somewhat tempered demand that we have been seeing. Now, looking ahead, Broward feels stable but somewhat selective. Landlords with quality space are holding firm whenever it comes to overall concessions and asking rates. But in legacy buildings, there are certainly deals to be had. T3 Fat Village is going to be a major factor coming into the near term on the overall market fundamentals as they announce various pre-leases and activity picks up at that location. But again, keep in mind that that's the only premium product that is coming online, and once it's gone, it's gone. So in short, now's the time for anyone in desirable newer buildings. Makes sense to be looking at locking in a cost basis. Now would certainly be a good time to do so. And for any tenants in legacy buildings or planning any future moves, this is a pretty good window to be evaluating your options, as those landlords specifically are really offering very aggressive concession packages. So if you'd like any details as to how any of this could potentially play a role in your specific occupancy scenario, please feel free to reach out, and always happy to add additional color. Thank you very much for watching, and see you next time.